Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadows Within, and welcome to Shadowed City. And we present to you Shadows Within. Today we are going to be talking about something very special that will be happening on July 4th. And let me tell you, it looks to be a banger of a card brought to you by the man that will be joining me, the host of that show. And Casey, who's happening right now, brought to you by Jack Gibson. Please go check out KCW if you have it. But Mr. Woods, welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, sir, I went over the card you sent me, and let me tell you, I am very excited to see all of these matchups.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be possibly, well, this is my first time actually doing this, and I'm hoping it turns out pretty well.
I think very most likely it shall, sir, and I know you will have a lot of support behind you. Welcome, Shannon Smith. And I am very happy to see what happens because you have it being called Great American Bash, and it's happening on the 4th of July.
Um,
What made you want to do Great American Bash?
well, it may be on the 5th because
Oh,
it's
oh,
just on what my schedule's looking like. But I wanted to do it because I wanted to do something special for everybody, to really host something and this is my first time doing this, so it's like I want to give something to everybody to really watch, and hopefully it turns out a big success.
you say this is your first time. You mean hosting a show in general, like doing this?
This is my first time actually hosting a show.
I thought you did all those trading shows and such.
Huh? Oh, I mean, as in just like like the compound, but those are mainly like sparring sessions.
Okay.
Those were, but this one is a full show. A lot of superstars are there, and a lot of great names are gonna be there. We got 4 companies that gotta be with us for this. We got KCW, we got DPW, a little bit of IPW, and we got some superstars, mainly the ladies over in that Fatal 5-way here from PWK.
EWK, I know we talked a little bit about this when you were on here one of these times. I have just never seen this company myself, but I will show support to a fellow company.
Now, and there's also some male superstars
Yeah.
as well, which I will point them out as you go through with me. Yes.
Yes. I wrote down it literally took up the whole paper and I made sure to put the 2 last matches, which are your big matches last, and I kind of did them in an order so how I envision you would book it, but if you book it differently, that's totally understandable. This is just how I envisioned it being booked from what you sent me. And to kick off, it is Billy Barber versus Franco Ramon, correct?
Uh, yeah, that's a match, but yeah, that's one of the matches.
Yes. Billy Barber versus Franco Ramon. Franco is from KCW and a few other places. Billy Barber, I have seen his work, and he is another guy that's no stranger to hardcore violence, what I've been told. Have you been in the ring with both competitors?
I've never been in the ring with Franco Ramon, but I've seen what he can do already. He's just recently had that gauntlet and made it to the final 3. And Billy, I know a thing or two about fighting him in underground style. He definitely is a great. Yeah, Billy's definitely a great competitor. Got a lot of respect for him. He has a lot. He's done a lot for the business. You know.
What made you put these two together? What was it that brought this about?
I feel like when Billy wanted a match into the on the show, and I also saw that Franco was there. I feel like he's got the potential to put on something great with Billy. So I made the match happen.
Incredible. I can't wait to see it, how these two fare against each other. And next up is the Fatal Five Way you have brought up, which features Alexia Violet, Dai Chen, Trinity Voss, Hannah Blackwell, and Charlie Ray.
Oh yeah, it's going to be possibly one of the most interesting of the matches that isn't the co-main event or main event, because I know women's action could definitely get crazy. I mean, you just recently saw my cousin and baby Bone Crusher go at it on Global Impact. Champion versus champion.
Two five-star athletes going at it, putting on a banger for the world to see.
Most definitely. But I have great feeling in this Fatal 5-Way women's match. It's going to definitely be one to see.
Most definitely indeed. I am very interested to see where it shall go. And what's coming up next is that one of the triple threats of the night, which is Lord Jake versus Ace Green versus Nelson Knight. What do you have to say about these three?
Honestly, when I heard that Jake and Nelson wanted to be a part of it too, and Ace Green was really hungry for a shot at the show, I was just like, hey, let's put these three in a match, see how it goes. And Ace Green's got a lot of potential, bright future. I've already seen what he could do in KCW. Nelson, I'm very, very well aware of who he is. Me and him back 2 years ago had two battles in IPW. Yeah, first time it was a triple threat with me, him, and Dan Edwards, and then the second time it was fight night, and it was just me and him. Now, Lord Jake, I've seen what he could do. He's a great competitor. Never been in the ring with him, but he's got a lot to show.
Indeed, and Ace Green, like he's become a mainstay in KCW as of late, and many other
Oh
places.
yeah, most definitely. I feel like he's been really earning his stripes in the EFAD world.
Most definitely, most definitely. And next up is with a man that you know very well, what I am understanding. Brett Simmons versus Kabuki. This is gonna be a banger. That I am very excited for. I'm already excited for all the matches, but this is a match I'm also very excited for.
This one is definitely going to be. Let's see if Brett can learn what he. Well, Brett was trained by AJ before coming in, so he learned a lot from him back in the days, and he's a cruiserweight, and I know Kabuki was definitely a former cruiserweight, and I know for a fact that Kabuki always puts on a great show, even against me. I know a thing or two about what he can do. He may come up short sometimes, but he always makes sure he doesn't go out without a fight.
Indeed, so, and both competitors have a resiliency that is just incredible. I have seen what Brett can do, and Brett is a very great star that I think I can see holding a world title in every promotion he's in one day. And when it comes to Kabuki, he's a legend in his own right, and he has had many of students come through his dojo. And this is going to be another way for Brett to get some training and for Kabuki to show what he can do.
Absolutely.
Next up is Ivy Lowe versus Mr. Amazing. What do you have to say about these two?
This one was very unexpected because I saw before Mr. Amazing was wanting a match and Ivy Lowe was wanting to get a match. So I was like, hey, why don't you two come to my
Welcome, Fiendish Ways.
why don't you come to my special and we get you guys in a match and see who really comes out on top. Mr. Amazing has definitely been a great man to watch in the ring, especially since being a former Global Impact Undisputed Champion. And Ivy Lowe has been making headways, mainly tag team competitor, but a great distinguished competitor whenever you need him to.
Most agreed, and we've all seen what Ivy Lowe can do, especially in IPW, where he has faced some big names and has been in the main event spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I've had one match with Ivy Lowe, and honestly, it was a great match. We were going back and forth. We were really studying each other. It's a lot to learn about Ivy Lowe, and it's pretty cool to see what you can do in that ring.
Most indeed, sir, most indeed. And Mr. Amazing, he has been around the KCW block for quite some time, I would say now. Like, you guys have had many of times to go back at it with each other.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I haven't really fought him as
Oh,
many times, but in a other promotion that me and him have been a part of, our paths are crossed, and we've gone back and forth. It's been great to see what he can do, and seeing him back for this year is even better. I know he's got a lot of potential still ahead of him. Can't wait to see what he brings to the table.
indeed, sir, indeed. And oh my gosh, this match, when you sent the photo to me, I was, my jaw dropped. I was like, Big T and Buster Anderson of the Wolfpack versus Thunder and Lightning. Now, I am not really much familiar with Thunder and Lightning. May you please tell me who this magnificent team is?
Thunder and Lightning, they originated in IPW back in
Really?
the 23 scene. I've seen what they can do. They're one of the most electrifying tag teams that I've ever witnessed. Just on point communication, great show in the ring. They got the charisma, everybody loves them, and they got the athleticism to back it up.
Wow.
And then compare that team to a team of Buster and Big T, who's all about strength and power. You're gonna see what these two teams are gonna do. So when I heard that that Thunder and Lightning wanted a match, and I also heard that Big T and Buster wanted a match, I was like, book it right there.
And you've teamed with Buster.
Yes, me and him are one half of the Worlds Collide Tag Team Champions.
Hey, weren't you guys tag champions other places?
We definitely held tag gold everywhere, most places we've gone. We are nine, and together we're a 9-time total tag team champions.
Congrats, sir. Congrats.
Yep. But this will be very interesting because I don't think I've really seen Big T and Buster team up before, and to pair them like this against a team that has known each other for a while of Thunder and Lightning, it's got to be a great one to see.
And that's just going to build momentum for what is to come. And Mr. JoJo is in the house. And Teddy Jew. Welcome, sir.
Man, JoJo, I tried to hit him up to get him into the show. I really have. I hope he sees the message soon. I really want to get him in for a match somehow, and he's definitely one that I definitely want to see on the show.
You've been in the ring with him. I call him the resident Flash. Can you tell me what's in those shoes?
Probably some gunpowder that makes him go super fast, because I've been in the ring with him a couple of times. Always great to face him. Yeah, he's a great competitor all around, and honestly, it's someone that you want on your show, because he could bring that flair, he could bring that passion, that drive, that just elevates everything.
Most indeed. Most indeed. And Akane, well, he's speaking loud and proud, apparently.
He learning from Buster language, because that's Buster talk right there.
Yeah, literally.
All right. Anyways, what's the next one?
Well, this one actually involves somebody you know, and well, it's you. You will be facing KD and Trey Keikoa in a triple threat, 2 out of 3 falls. And, sir, I just have to say, all 3 competitors, this is going to be a banger. And it
Yes,
is 2 out of 3. This could last for a good minute. All 3 of you could get a fall. Maybe one of you could get a fall. And then that will leave who will get the second.
oh
But
yeah, it'd be a
it's going to
super
be a
fast.
banger. But I would like to know what you have to say.
And I speaking of AJ here, I know very well about Trey and Katie. They're both great, amazing competitors at best. And I've already been in the ring a couple of times with the both of them. They've always pulled out the best. It's great to see them. Great to be in there with them, and to be in a triple threat with them is a crazy feeling, you know.
Indeed. And KD, we all know what he's capable of. He has been on here a few times. He is a very athletic competitor, full of strive and resiliency. And Trey Keiko, I hear he is nobody to be messed with, and I have seen what he can do, and he can manhandle somebody. But you, sir, I have always said it on this platform, if nobody has seen, I have always said about you, sir, you are Mr. 5-star. No matter who you are with, I can see a 5-star match at the end of the night. And I know for a fact people are talking about that match with AJ Woods.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All 3 are great competitors, and honestly, it's all about who gets the. It's not about the first fall. The first fall, it can be anybody. It's about who gets the last fall that counts, because the last fall determines who gets their hand raised and who gets determined the winner.
Exactly, and you not only need to get 1 fall but 2, and you have to deal with the fact that you're going to be in a scenario where you're going to have to keep one of them down while you're either pinning or submitting somebody.
Absolutely,
To be clear,
all
this
about
is this is pinfall and submission, or just pinfall or subs?
pinfall and submission.
Okay, okay. Next up, an Extreme Rules match between 2 men. Now, Eddie may have given you some misinformation yesterday. This would be the 3rd time they have faced.
I think you said this is the second time you two have faced.
Yeah, I think Eddie was a little high on the block. We'll talk about that later. I think he meant to say the 3rd, but no, this will be the 3rd encounter between Briggs and Eddie and an Extreme Rules match. What made you want to book this matchup?
Honestly, I heard that Eddie wanted a match, and I knew that if someone can match his style in the ring, it has to be someone like Damian Briggs. That man is amazing in that ring.
And they don't call him the king for nothing. He has gold everywhere he has gone. I swear to you, where he goes, the gold follows.
Oh yeah, and if anybody knows a thing or two about what you can do, it's me. We've had some battles back in the past. We had some great matches, even for a title, which I did win that one. But every other time, we always put out our best. I know Damon can definitely pull out in this one against Eddie. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very interesting one. You're not going to want to miss it. And I think I know where we're getting to on this point. Are we down to the last 2?
We are, but before I get to them, I do want to mention what Akane said here in the comments. It'll be Akane Vachon versus AJ Woods on IPW. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, it's gonna be pretty great, because Akane Vachone's been definitely eyeing what I've been doing. He's been wanting a shot at me for a while, and for the fact that now we get to finally have a one-on-one match, it's gonna be a great one. He's got great potential. He's a great competitor. I've already seen what he could do. He's definitely taken down some big names. He's taken down Big T before. He's stepped toe to toe with CJ Frost. He can do. He's got great potential.
Indeed, he does, sir. He is a very fine athlete, and he is very agile and athletic, and we have seen what power he possesses in that ring, and he is a brute.
Absolutely.
And now we are down to the final two matches where these are two Iron Man and Iron Woman, eight eight-person matchups. For the winners will become the respective Iron Queen and Iron King champion. But they can showcase this off for a year, is what you said. And before we talk about this matchup, may I ask, where is it the specialty of a year come from?
I feel like for something as big as an Iron Man match, and for it to be multiple people, I consider it my own Iron Survivor Challenge. This is all about determining who can withstand for 30 minutes against seven other competitors. Eight men, eight women will go in that match, and at the end of 30 minutes of each, one man and one woman will make history. And we know that that one man and that one woman will be able to hoist up a championship that is possibly going to change everything for their careers, to show their grit, their determination, their drive. And that, yes, is the Iron King and the Iron Queen championships.
And you have chosen eight warriors for the prospective ones, and we will start with the women's, which shall feature Madison Landon, Rose Wilson, Melissa Rain, Amaya Bryant, Medea, Dirty Diana, Allison Smith, Sylvia Knight.
This
Wow.
The women's one is, yeah, I definitely made it stacked. I wanted to make it a great one to see, to especially make it where the men have to put in more work. They're gonna have to do it in this match. This one is going to be a good one, especially with all the women that are listed in this match. Like, and some of these women have history. I know Rose has some history with the couple, but not. But one in particular that I feel like they're gonna eye each other first is Rose Wilson and Melissa Rain. Those two have an upcoming title bout soon over in DPW Underground Rules, I believe. And this is going to be for Melissa's title. I know for a fact that these two had history before 2 years ago, because Rose, when winning a championship on DPW, she went up to Melissa to give her a match, and those two put on a great match. Melissa came up on top. Rose wants to way to show how she's grown, and she definitely has. Both of them, actually.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. And like when you bring up the names like Melissa Rain, Rose Wilson, Amaya Bryant, Dirty Diana, and Sylvia Knight, five ladies that have been in the industry for some time and have been around to the prospective companies you have been in. So you have been able to work with these women and see how these women grow. And you have especially worked closely with Rose Wilson over your time. And how do you feel about Allison Smith? Well, I think our guests, um, everything good, Woods? I think technical difficulties. I am adding him back. Hello, sir.
I was in a message, and it kicked me off. So I was like, "Oh shoot!"
Oh, well, sometimes the messenger does be like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so when you list those names, Amaya Bryant, Dirty Diana, and Sylvia Knight, they're definitely great competitors up in the ring. Amaya Bryant, knowing and probably training with Damian Briggs and seeing how she evolves that, because Rose and Amaya have also had a match go on Global Impact. It definitely took each other to the limit. It was definitely a great one. But when you see what she's going to do in an 8-woman Iron Survivor, is going to be crazy. It's going to be all about. It's not only going to be about points. It's about also going to be how smart you think of the ring, because you got to think about how to get your opponent in the ring and keep your opponent in the ring. Make sure your opponents don't see you getting for the fall. And honestly, it's going to be a very great one to see how each of these 8 women are going to bring it in this match.
Welcome, Mr. Calvin Rickser, somebody I am hoping to get on the show in the near future.
Oh.
And you have a wild card in Medea, who is currently able to wrestle, but she is also in jail at the moment, but she's able to come out to wrestle.
Well, I had to pay the judge a lot of money in order to get her. So Medea was definitely thanking me, but at the same time, she was like, "Yeah, what took you so long to get me in this match?" I swear to God, Medea was a handful to get in this match, but I'm glad she had to be in it. And honestly, she's one of the most unexpected people to have in this match. If she wins, she's not gonna let this go for anybody. I know for a fact she's gonna be waving that all around like, "Ha ha! I got the title. You ain't got shit. What you do? I got it. I get to bring it back home with me. You thought you could get the best of me, but I know a can of whoop that up." I swear to God, Medea's not gonna let it go if she wins.
It's great. I love it. I can't wait to see it. This Iron Survivor women's, oh my gosh, it's going to be incredible.
It absolutely is. It's gonna be a great one.
And then we move to the main event, which will be the men's, I would assume, unless you do a switch up. Like I said,
the men's will be main eventing. This one is going to be amazing. And before you say the names, I just want to acknowledge each and every single one of them that are in this. You got, starting off, the first pick that I had for this Iron Survivor, and that was Tyson Storm. He has been a great competitor all around. He's amazing to watch. It's just his flair, his agility, everything that he brings into the ring is just absolutely incredible. And, for the fact that Tyson is able to show off what he can do and put on a great show is just absolutely amazing to see. He's a great competitor. I've been in the ring with him a couple of times. He's great to wrestle with. He's all around great competitor. He's got amazing in ring work. I can tell you that. He's a great man to watch. He's a great man to wrestle. He's a great package to be in general.
And G3.
Second man, which is Johnny Superkicks. Now, this man is someone that I've always respected in the ring. He's been a great competitor all around, even from DPW, KCW, everywhere he goes. He's been amazing in the ring. I've had my fair share of matches with him. I know everything that he can do. He's great in the ring. He's got that drive, and I know for Iron Survivor like this is something that might be up his alley.
Most indeed. Most indeed. What do you have to say about Akane?
Now, Akane, he's got it. I was super surprised to see that he went into the match, but I feel like in my honest opinion, with the big names in this match, he might be one of the dark horses. He's definitely going to be one to definitely keep an eye out because he could definitely do something unexpected in the match. He's got bright potential, bright future indeed. He's got what rookies want, is that drive, that passion, and to want to be known. That's what drives Akane. I'm super excited to see what he can do in that match.
Sean the Reaper Leon.
I think I may have spelled his name. I spelled his name wrong. Shan the Reaper Leon. He approached me to fill in that final spot, and I've seen what he could do. I think honestly, he's alongside with Akane of dark horses. He definitely feels like one, but I feel like I could definitely see something big out of him in this match. He's got to go 30 minutes, so that means he could do definitely anything in 30 minutes. So it's got to be definitely interesting to see what he can do.
And you talk about dark horses in this match. I think you can agree this next one, since we are on the dark horses, El Grande Filipino.
He's made quite an interesting scene as of even with him being here for not that long, but we've already seen something out of him. He reminds me of someone. I just don't quite remember his name. But he's got that potential for the fact that he's around and he wants to show what he can do, and and now I've given him the opportunity to show what he can do, and that is in this Iron Survivor Challenge, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting to see what he can do. He's super athletic in the ring. I could definitely see him going far in this match.
Indeed, sir. And next up, John Robb. I know you're familiar with him.
Yes. Me and him back in our times in BLS, now a part of Wolfpack. And even me and him have been tag team champions before. Yeah, over in VCW. He's a great competitor. He's a great person to be around. He's got a great. He's great in the ring, and for someone for his size to be in this match, it's probably going to play to his favor, but possibly make him as a target. But I think he could definitely pull it out.
Next up, Billy D. the Kid.
Billy has been around for years, and for the fact that he wanted into this match to be able to step in for 30 minutes is absolutely insane. He's the man of hardcore. He's the man that knows how to go extreme against other people. I've been in extreme rules with him before, and he knows how to definitely go extreme whenever he needs to. And for the fact that he's going to be in this match, it's going to be very interesting to see what he's going to do against 7 other competitors.
Welcome, Mr. Dev, and I think I saved this one for last. How fitting. A man that I know for a fact you're familiar with, since you talk about BLS, the dog, Rob Anderson.
You know, he was my third pick into bringing into this match. Tyson was first. Johnny was second. Well, Johnny approached me, and I wanted him, and I wanted Rob in this match because I've had history with him. He's a great competitor. He's taught me, honestly, he's taught me a lot in my career. He's taught me most of what I know, might I add. When I was in BLS, and we've definitely had our fair share of matches. It's always been great, no matter what. Recently we had that 30-man Ironman match. Well, snap, tap, or nap. Only getting one
Yes.
fall. We didn't even care. It was just us just fighting. We didn't even care about the falls. We just wanted to show what we can do against each other. And for the fact that Rob can do that against one person, imagine what he can do against 7 other competitors. Honestly, he's one of my top favorites to possibly win this match.
And they're all 8 5-star competitors. When you put in that colossal force in the one ring, makes you wonder, will any of them even get a pinfall? Will they?
I feel like somebody's gonna, and we may end up having a tie. Who knows?
Oh my gosh!
And here's the thing: I will make this clear. If we have a tie in any of the men's or women's, we will have another match with the people that tied to determine the champion. One fall, for one fall. So it's definitely.
So basically, these will end under sudden death if there is a tie.
Yes, there will be sudden death. We cannot just have a tie. We gotta determine a winner. We gotta determine who takes that and takes their rightful spots as the Iron King and Iron Queen, because there can only be one man and one woman to walk out with those championships.
I think it's going to be an epic night, but my big question, I think what everybody else is wondering, will there be a next year for this? Will you call it something different? Will it be on a different holiday maybe? Are you just going to do the Great American Bash?
Honestly, if everything goes well and it's a huge success, I may end up doing something for upcoming like a Halloween Havoc.
Ooh, like a spin the wheel type deal?
That was on the list. I've always been interested in
I
what each would be. It'd be spin the wheel, make the deal.
do
'Cause
you
I,
if you look up on Google, there's a big universal wheel you can use, which can help you if you have a way to present that. Like, that's just a suggestion.
yeah, I I've seen that. That's probably what I would do if I do the Halloween show.
For
It does depend on how successful does this go, and if everybody was very intrigued into the whole thing. It's just like I feel like matches are gonna definitely gonna catch their eyes. It's gotta be good.
I will help share out the photos on Facebook and through my YouTube channel for you to help you out. And I have a big question for you that I'm really am curious about. You ever saw yourself in a spot as a promoter or booking a show ever?
Honestly, it kind of depends on where this leads to because this may be a one-time thing, but if everybody's been very interested in it, I may start something up. It just
That's awesome.
it just depends on how we get the things rolling.
Indeed. And I can't wait to see it, and I don't think the fans can't wait to see it either because it's going to be a banger of a night. We just went through that card, and it is nothing but epic. And that's what I have, sir. Is there anything else you would like to say before we get off here?
Oh, it's gonna be great. I just know that for a fact. But for all the men and the women in the Iron Survivor, you're going to be going through possibly one of the biggest challenges of your careers. 30 minutes, 7 other competitors you had to deal with. You know that only one of you walks out the winner. Are you ready? Time's coming. Are you ready?
Heard it from the man himself, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for what is to come as these men and women will put their bodies on the line in these iron survival matches? And we also have 2 triple threat matches. We have a tag match. We have a fatal 5-way. We have a few singles on there. And who knows what other surprises will happen throughout the night. Please stay tuned for, is it still going to be July 4th or is there
Uh,
something?
it may be the 5th, depending on what happens.
It may be the 5th, everybody, but either way, it will still be called the Great American Bash. I am Larry. This is Mr. Woods. Thank you for joining us. We will see you all next time.